So we're starting to kiss, and I feel his erection. I'm like, you see? And then he was like, oh, that's okay. As soon as we take our clothes off, it's all gonna go away. Hi, my name is Katyusha, and on this channel we talk about sexuality, we talk about intimacy, love, and relationship, where I teach men how to love a woman, how to become the best lover you can possibly be, and to become a better version of yourself in general in life. Today I'd like to share a personal story about how I began to feel very enthusiastic of having sex with a man, where in the beginning I did not feel attracted to him at all and even repulsed a little bit, and how it all got turned around. So let's dive in. Have you seen the movie Some Like It Hot with Marilyn Monroe, Tony Curtis, and Jack Lemmon? If not, please go watch it, and it's an absolute black and white masterpiece. So I'd like to share this particular scene. So Tony Curtis is a poor saxophone player, and he falls in love with the singer Marilyn Monroe, and he wants to seduce her, right? He pretends to be a millionaire, and so he tricks Marilyn Monroe to go on a date with him on this $1 million yacht. Not his yacht, some other millionaire. So anyway, he takes her into the open waters and he shares a story. He tells her, don't be worried that you're all by yourself with me on this beautiful yacht, because I'm completely harmless. And she asked him, well, what do you mean? What do you mean you're harmless? And he said, well, I feel nothing when a woman kisses me or touches me. Marilyn goes like, oh, why? And he shares a story with her. When he was at a college, he fell in love with this girl, and they went to Grand Canyon, and while they were standing on the highest ledge, she was wearing glasses and he was wearing glasses, and he's still wearing like big glasses in the movie. So he said, we suddenly felt this pull to kiss, and I took off my glasses and she took off her glasses, and I made a step forward towards her and she made a step forward towards me, and 8 hours later she was brought by a mule dead, right? And after that, all the sexual desire was shut down in him. Whenever he kisses a woman, he feels nothing, right? Danger, it means danger. So he shares the story with her. So Marilyn is taken by the story, by the sad story, and she tells him, well, surely something can be done. And he said, well, you know what? No money in the world can help me. I've tried everything. I've tried the most beautiful women in the world. I was treated by Freud and nothing helped me. And he walks towards the sofa. He lies down on the sofa, and then he said to her, I might as well kill myself, you know? Why to live like that? It's not worth it. And then Marilyn puts her martini glass down. She runs and stands on her knees, right? Because he's lying on the sofa. She's like, well, surely it can be done. You know, I might not be the most beautiful woman in the world, but can I give it a try? And Tony Curtis says, well, if you must, if you insist, I think he said. So Marilyn starts to kiss him. She kisses him. And then he was like, see, nothing. And Marilyn says like, well, let's do it again. And so she kisses him more and more and more. And of course, actors are so brilliant. Tony Curtis plays that, you know, he's like, it's hard to breathe, but he plays like, see, nothing, right? And this is how he gets her to have sex with him, all right? Okay, I'm not advising you to do that, right? If you watch my channel, it's the opposite of what I'm teaching you to do. The reason I brought this scene up to make a comparison to what happened to me. So what happened to me? It wasn't quite like that. I don't think the guy was lying, but, well, you'll see what I mean. So I was dating this man. I was not attracted to him physically. I was attracted to his mind, the things that he said and how he analyzed and how he made conclusions about what was going on in the world blew my mind. So we started to kiss. I didn't feel any butterflies, but I was like, I'm gonna explore this because, you know, I'm attracted to this mind. Let's see if I can feel attracted towards his, you know, physically. About 4 weeks in, 3-4 weeks in, and we're actually on this couch in my place, and he tells me this. He says, I have to tell you something, and it's kind of embarrassing, but I can't just get aroused easily when I don't know a woman that well. So he's lying down on the sofa. I just realized, like, he's lying down on the sofa, just like turning curves, I guess. And I said, what do you mean? Like, you can, you know, he's like, well, I just don't get hard. I can't perform. And it takes a while for me to feel safe with a woman in order for me to be able to have sex. So of course, just like Marilyn Monroe's character, I feel like, wow, well, what do you mean you're with me? Well, let's try it. Let me save you. I can save you. I can be that one who you'll have no problem. I'm so special and sexy. So we're starting to kiss, and I feel his erection. I'm like, you see? And then he was like, oh, that's okay. As soon as we take our clothes off, it's all gonna go away. I'm like, I can't say I was ready to have sex then. I can't say I was, but I mean, this became a sport, like, well, let me heal you, right? Let me heal you. And I have this thing with healing men. So we ended up without clothes, maybe not the same night, I don't remember, but he was right. His erection actually went down and we were not able to have sex. So now it became even more interesting. I was like, okay, well, you know, it's the truth. And I asked him, how long does it take? He says, nobody knows. I don't know. It depends. As soon as I feel safe, then I will be able to perform. But how long? Who knows? So we tried the second time. You know what? It did not take long. It's either was probably not the second time. I think it was like the third time, but definitely like very soon. The third time we tried to have sex and it happened. I was like, oh, it's easy. Like, it happened. It was all about, it worked. I healed you. Like, I wasn't worried, oh, was it too soon? Or, you know, how is the dynamic is going to change now? It was the point, just like, yes, you know, I healed you. And it was only like third time. I'm great. I'm so special. I'm so sexy. So the reason I'm pointing this out, you see, this is a reverse psychology. Unfortunately, so many men push for sex on the first date. Well, at least I've encountered that. First date, you don't know anything about me. He goes to grab me in my private parts. You know, he tries to have sex with me while he's dropping me off in the car. And sometimes it's hard to withhold. Women who have high SES, if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch this video right here. High SES, high SIS, low SES, low SIS. You'll see what I mean here. It's hard to, you know, say no when you're touched and you're sensitive. It's hard to say no. But, you know, it's good to know each other, right? It's good to know each other because what happens, you go all the way to 10 and then you're like, it's awkward and then like, what's going on? Anyways, I'm getting off track here. And sometimes it is such a turn off, right? You say no, for example, and the guy still tries. And, or let's say everything's like about sex. Like we just met, the next phone call I'm talking to you and everything is about, I just actually had to block someone because someone that I really liked and I felt like he liked me, but all he could do is talk about sex. And I don't block people, like I don't block people, but this guy, he was just like, you know what, this is unacceptable. Anyways, so reverse psychology. Too aggressive, it turns women off. It's the same thing as I would ask you, you know what, buy me this and buy me that, show me that you care on the first date, right? And so it's, yeah, guy prying on a female or on my sexuality. You don't know my desires, aspirations, so we don't know each other that well, and you push for it. Come on, biggest turn off. Reverse psychology is then when, it also actually happened to me, when you see a guy for quite a while, you feel comfortable with him, we feel safe with him, and he kind of doesn't make a move. So you start like, when is it gonna happen? When is it going to happen? And then you're thinking, okay, tonight is going to happen. And then he goes for a kiss and says goodnight. I'm like, oh no. Once you laid back, you give her that space to feel comfortable and to feel relaxed around you, to feel safe, right? The most important thing, when she feels safe, she can fully open up. So it's totally worthy to wait for that moment where she feels open to, and we're going to talk about those subtle signs, how to know when she's ready to have sex, in the video right here. If you haven't started practicing testicle massage yet, go ahead and download my free step-by-step guide and audio how to do a testicle massage. And if you have, please leave me comments below what difference has it made for you so far? Thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon. Please, if you liked it, you know what to do. Like it, subscribe, and share it to whoever needs it. Mwah.